Sit.
Mr. Corinthos, sir. Greetings and all good thoughts for a speedy recovery for the little dude. Your son. Stone Cold and I here are on trail of valuable information that could possibly lead to the...
I need to speak to Jason. Could you go upstairs?
Yes, Mr. Sir. If you need any further assistance, I'll be in the pastel-infused room.
I just want you to know I sent my guards away. And I want to be completely unprotected.
Well, is that how you're going to deal with what happened to Michael? You want to die?
I hope you're not here with excuses, because I don't like them any more than I like disappointments.
No, I wouldn't waste my time. Or yours, for that matter. It's a court order. You have been granted a hearing to decide whether you are fit to stand trial or declared legally competent and released outright. You've also been made a ward of the court, so your children have absolutely no legal power against you.
You're good.
Yes, I am. Now, in the meantime, you are going to be transferred from this prison facility to a private hospital near Port Charles called Shady Brook.
Another prison nicer name.
No. There's absolutely no guards there, Mr. Zacchara. I successfully argued that you're not a flight risk, considering you're paralyzed from the neck down.
I always said, if you have a good lawyer, you can do anything.
Dr. Devlin.
You never came in for that follow-up on your injury, so I decided to check on you in person.
Oh, well, I do appreciate your hands-on approach, but unfortunately right now is not a good time.
Now that's what I call devotion to one's profession.
Thank you, Mr. Lansing. I do take my work very seriously. Especially when I tell a beautiful woman that there will be no residual damage. Miss Zacchara, if you put this off, I may not be able to make good on my promise. Things could get worse.
I will call you the first chance I get, and we'll have a private consultation.
Oh, look forward to it.
Poor John. You're risking your life for this? You alienate me for a tramp who will do the dirty with anybody, including her own personal physician. Claudia's an embarrassment. Makes you look weak.
You're the one who's becoming the liability, Trevor. Find a way to get along with Claudia, or you're gone.
Let me ask you both a question. Whose name is on the property that controls the piers? Who holds the balance of power in Port Charles? If anybody goes, it won't be me.
Help me move my legs to the other side of the bed.
You sure you need help, or is this just for effect?
I've been able to sit up and move my arms and hands for a couple of months. The other stuff is coming slower. I can move my feet a little, but I can't stand up. Yet.
You've just been lying there all this time playing ignorant, is that it?
I had to look helpless, didn't I, to convince people like your father that I was no threat. Now, thanks to you, I'm gonna get out of this hellhole.
Just as long as we understand each other, Mr. Zacchara. Your thanks is not what I'm after.
I'm gonna give you the money and the power to do whatever you want, but I need to be careful.
That's why I thought it was best to deny access for your children, at least for the time being.
You need to watch out for that scheming bitch, Claudia. She's pouring poison in John's ear, trying to control him.
You know when your children find out about this, they're going to try and block your hearing.
Well, you make sure they don't. The faster I'm a free man, the more I'll reward you.
Michael wasn't the intended target. I was. The shooter might, he's out there somewhere. He might try again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw him out. And as soon as he comes after me, I'm going to make the son of a bitch pay.
We have a good lead. Okay, that's what he was trying to tell you.
Michael's
You have
my
a good
son.
lead.
I'm gonna handle this.
Okay, you blame me for Michael being shot. That's why you're gonna put yourself in front of a bullet?
I don't blame you for anything. Look, I know I've been coming down on you. I've lashed out, and you were there, and so it landed on you, and I apologize for that. Follow your lead. Do what you have to do. I will follow mine and do what I have to do. You know what? Just to let you know, I went to see Anthony today. And he's not the pathetic madman he wants you to think he is. Just think about that.
Stone Cold, I jacked up the most astonishing information from Dr. Devlin's financial records.
First, Devlin botches the hit on Sonny, shoots his little kid in the head, and now he's threatening to expose my involvement.
Oh, brilliant. Does anyone else suspect?
Not yet, but let me tell you something. If this lands on me, I'm going to take you down with me, so it's in both of our best interests that you shut Ian up.
Don't threaten me, Ms. Zacchara. It makes me cranky.
You feeling okay? You don't look so hot. Maybe we should call that doctor back to take a look at that injury.
Yeah, I flirted with him a little bit, and he thinks, what, I'm going to drop on the floor in his dreams?
Trevor may have bought that, Claudia, but I think I know you a little better. When Devlin walked in, you were rattled.
I was annoyed.
If you don't get this looked at, things could get a lot worse, I believe is what he said. The man was threatening you. It sounds like he's holding something pretty big over your head. If I had to take one guess, Devlin shot Michael, didn't he?
Did you know that a surprising number of people die in the shower? I mean, it's one of the most dangerous rooms in the house, or the hospital, as the case may be. Oh, dear. Dear. You know what? I can't remember if I put 3 or 2 bullets in the chamber, which drastically reduces the odds that you are about to lose something very, very dear to you right now.
Nice and easy, Mr. Z. I got you. Okay, now I have a car at the side entrance. And I made arrangements with Shady Brook to get you in there without drawing any attention. Okay?
It's nice to have you back on board, Vaughn. You must be sick to death of taking orders from Trevor.
Well, sir, I'd much rather be working for you.
Of course. What else are you going to say? I want you to prove it. Follow Claudia, find out who she meets with, and where she's vulnerable. It's time my daughter was put in her place.
John, I know that you don't like it when guys flirt with me, and Dr. Devlin was certainly less than subtle.
If that guy's your shooter, he was here to threaten you. Let me help.
I worked with Dr. Devlin before in Milan. He was very reliable, and he assured me that he could take care of Sonny.
The doctor.
Ian Devlin is much more than a doctor.
Is there anything that can be traced back to you?
No money changed hands. There's nothing that ties me to the shooter, but Ian's going to probably try to blackmail me. It won't work, and I promise you that I can take care of it.
Mr. Lansing to see you?
You were so much more interesting when you held the deeds to the waterfront property. It's a shame you had to let your daddy get the best of you.
It's your father I'm here about.
What about him?
Anthony Zacchara has been made a ward of the court, which means you two no longer are allowed to see him. He's being moved to a private psychiatric facility pending his hearing.
Hearing for what?
Competency. If all goes well, by next week, your father will be free.
This is crazy stuff.
What are you doing here?
Milo called me. He's concerned about you.
Max, Please, can you just give us...
Yeah.
You shouldn't be here.
Why are you doing this, Sonny? You're going to stand where Michael was shot and give whoever tried to kill you a second chance? Parading around town with a virtual target painted on your back. You're showing up in places with little or no security. I thought that you were done punishing yourself for what happened to Michael. I thought that you were going to try to find a way to go on living.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Then why are you here?
Because I have a business to run.
I've met your foreman. Sonny, Tom is more than capable of handling the day-to-day operations on his own. You do not need to be here to oversee every single shipment while your son is laying in a hospital.
I need to keep busy.
No,
Why can't
you need
understand?
to grieve, as any parent would.
I got Michael shot. It's up to me to get justice for my son.
I've heard these kind of wounds are excruciating, impossible to repair, even for a great plastic surgeon, which you clearly are. I mean, my new face is a testament to your technical prowess with a scalpel. However, I think that you may find it rather difficult to detach yourself, so to speak, from this particular case. So if you prefer that I shoot you in the brain to spare you great pain and humiliation, speak now, please. No? All right. Oh, I can't bear to watch. Oh. Dear, dear. Well, the odds seem to be in your favor this time. Should we do it again?
Are you out of your mind? This is a hospital. Anyone could walk in here.
Yes, which could drastically reduce your chances of losing an appendage. Come on, be a sport.
If you're so worried about being tied to the shooting, try to show some discretion.
Oh, like you did last night at the Haunted Star? Or this morning by paying a visit to Claudia Zacchara?
We had some unfinished business to...
So do we! If Sonny Corinthos even glimmers that you shot little Michael in the head, I will put a bullet in yours before you bring my name into it. You understand? Good. Now dry yourself off.
I told you to stay away from my father.
She made a very compelling argument. The armed thugs were a nice touch. However, your desire to see Anthony locked up does not outweigh his right to an attorney.
My father is an evil bastard who deserves to burn in hell for everything that he's done.
I understand that Mr. Zacchara was a very, very sick
No,
man.
there's no past tense about it. Anthony Zacchara is a twisted, sadistic freak. And if you get him released, you won't live to regret it.
Miss Zacchara, I realize that you've been gone for some time, and this must come as quite a shock, but I can assure you, your father is not responsible for his previous actions.
How much is my father paying you?
Anthony was diagnosed with a mental illness, and he has since undergone treatment. I have a whole team of doctors who can assure me that your father is a changed man.
I don't care how many doctors you have, Rick, or papers you file. My father stays locked up.
I'm not sure if you're trying to seek justice or revenge. I don't think you know either. Sonny, if you want to help Michael, go talk to his doctors. Research other treatment options. Sit down with Carly and figure out what the best way is to help your son.
Okay. I know that you're trying to help. But this is something that I had to do on my own.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What possible good can come from avenging Michael? It's not going to change what happened. It's certainly not going to heal your son.
But it will send a clear message to my enemies not to come after anybody that I care about again.
Sonny, what happened was a terrible accident.
You were here, Kate. My son was here. They may not have been aiming at my son, but they did it anyway. I can't let that go.
So you're just going to make the situation worse for everyone around you.